I'm here with Simon Brown, the former IBF and WBC welterweight champion of the world, as well as the former WBC 154-pound champ. How you doing, Simon? How's retirement going?
I'm doing pretty good. And retirement, oh man, I missed it, but I'm doing pretty good with that also.
Okay, let's talk about you won the vacant title in your fight against TyroneTrice. Let's talk about that. That was a war. You guys had some hard feelings coming into that fight.
Oh, definitely, we did. I think TyroneTrice was the type of guy that never liked me from the start, and he was always the type of guy. Also was, he's a very good fighter. He's tall. He was rangy, and very big puncher. But as time goes on in the fight, it was a very tough fight. I weathered the storm and came back and knocked him out in the 14th round.
And you made quite a bit of defenses of the IBF title, and then you unified against your best friend, Maurice Blocker, on the undercard of Tyson Ruddick in March of 1991. What can you tell me about, are you still friends with Maurice? Do you guys still spend time together?
Yeah, I'm still a very good friend with Maurice. I haven't seen him in a couple of months, but when I'm back home in Maryland, we still get together, have dinner together and things like that.
What do you remember about that fight? That was a big fight. That was unification.
It was a very tough fight. Also, as you know, Maurice, he was very good himself, and we both had a battle to unify the title. Because at the time, no one wanted to fight me. And, the only way I could get the other title was to fight my best friend. And as you see, and as the fight that goes on, I ended up stopping, knocked him out in the 10th round. But it was a great fight.
And then after that, you lost to Buddy McGirt in November of that year, of 1991, I believe.
Right.
And you lost the welterweight title. You'd been making welterweight since 1979, and then you upset. You had detached retina and some other problems, and then you came back and you knocked out Terry Norris in December of '93. What can you tell me about the Norris fight down there in Mexico?
Well, before that in Mexico with Norris, I trained pretty hard for it. That was my dream, was to always win an extra title in the next weight class to where I was in welterweight, and that was a junior middleweight, and that was a fight that I trained also very hard for. I know Terry was a guy that powerful, strong, and at the time he was pound for pound one of the best out there, and my only thing in my mind was to go out there and definitely give it all I got, and fight him like I never fought someone before. And it turned out pretty good on my side.
Now, you fought Terry on the revenge cards in that May of 1994, and you couldn't get to him. What happened there? Do you feel like he just stayed away and just really stuck to boxing?
As I looked at the tape, basically, I should have put more pressure on him. I shouldn't have laid back so much. I thought he would have come out, as Terry, and still, come out to be the powerful guy and fight you pretty hard like he always does. But he take off running, and for the whole fight, he would begin to start, running, and he confused me a little bit. But by the time I was about to catch up with him, it was over. I wish it was a 15 round instead it was 12.
Yeah, those are two good championships, legitimate world championships.
Thanks.
The next one, and then in '98, January '98, you fought Bernard Hopkins for the IBF middleweight title. Did you think at the time that Hopkins was going to still be one of the top fighters now, 11 years later?
Yeah, when Hopkins beat me, I know that he was definitely, was going to still be one of the best out there, and still is today, because, he's a very hard-working young man, and he dedicated himself to the sports and give it all he got every time he stepped into the ring. And it was another weight class. I jumped up into the middleweight division, because I'm always, it was the type of person when I was fighting, I wanted to fight the best. And I figured at the time he was one of the best. And, and I went up to, against him, and he beat me. But that was, a great story for me. I could look back at it even now and say I went to 3 different weight classes and fight for world title.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And you were a puncher. At welterweight, you were stronger than almost any welterweight. You knocked a lot of guys, Bobby Joe Young, Tyrone You knocked a lot of guys out. Not to on a negative note, but remember your fight with Vincent Petway in April '95?
Right, it's another title I fought for. See, I fought for 5 weight class and weight title.
Did you? The next day, was that cool? Did you feel okay the next day after that?
I was fine. When he stopped with the left hook, just like I train guys, and I'm gonna tell them make sure that they keep their right hand up when they throw a left hook.
You had that fight one.
Right, and I had to fight one. Just as you said, and I went for after I knocked him out of the ring. I got back up, and he got back up and got in the ring, and I went for the kill. And I should never have dropped my left hand. And when I dropped my left hand, I wanted to hit him with a left hook. That's when he caught me with the left hook and set me down.
But no, you had a great career.
I definitely did.
Really great career, man. Thanks for the interview. Have a good night, Simon. Enjoy the fight, Tom.